Hello, I'm Sandy from Lolly and Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, in case you didn't know that already. Today, I'm going to feature Rooted in Nature. It's a stamp set that has, there's so many stamps, and I've already put a bunch on blocks, that they need 2 of these boxes for it, so that's kind of cool, isn't it? And this particular set, the stamp set is not retiring, and neither are the dies, but they'll no longer be bundled, so you won't be saving 10%. So if it's something that you love, check into it. All right, let's get started. Now, one of my lights, once again, is doing that little flappy thing. Okay, so Rooted in Nature. Just going to set that aside. I have my cardstock right here, and we are going to start with Blackberry Bliss and Smoky Slate. And I'm going to actually start with the darker. No, I'm going to start with the lighter color. Darker, lighter, darker, lighter. Start with the light color. This is a super simple card. Like, we're talking ink, stamp, paper, and that's that. All right, so again, super simple. So if you're a beginner stamper, or even if you just need a little refresher, this is perfect for that. This is my, I think it's in the frame, not sure. This is the Stampin' chamois, and it's just going to clean all that color off because we're going to use the same color, or the same stamp, but in Blackberry Bliss. All right, just make sure that's dry, and it is. Egads. There, first card. When doesn't that happen right away, you know? Alrighty. So you can kind of see I'm making this kind of arc. And I want it to look like the leaves are just kind of flowing. Just flying through the breeze, which they've been doing a lot lately. Been a little windy. Had my winter coat on this morning. I know. What is that all about? Simple. Every time I do this, and I've made a bunch of them for samples and for my card class, everyone has turned out different, and that's what I love. Okay, staying with the same color. So we're still staying with Blackberry Bliss. This one says, "Oh, you are wonderful." So this is pretty well an all occasion card. You can use it for whatever you want on the inside. You can say happy birthday, you can say whatever, happy Father's Day, whatever comes to mind. What I'm doing right now is I'm just going to test to see how straight I have that. Not bad, and I need more ink. I will probably re-ink this today before my class tomorrow. Alrighty. Okay, here goes nothing. We'd like this to be straight, wouldn't we? Yeah. Alright. Sometimes you just have to do it. You know? Just do it. Just commit. You are wonderful. I definitely need to, definitely need to re-ink that. Let me just make sure. Almost. I also need to give this a wee clean. It's not going to ever look clean, like look totally pristine again, but that doesn't really matter, you know? Alrighty. I did say this was an easy card. Here goes. The base of the card will be Blackberry Bliss. This is for my beginners card class. This is why it's going to be super duper easy. Now in the class we'll do an inside where we're just going to do some more of these same leaves, and if whomever wants to put a sentiment inside, I take extra sentiments for them to decide on their own what they want. So I'm just using the bone folder to get a nice crisp edge, and then the liquid Tombow glue. I like my wiggle time, you know me. Let's just make sure it's going to come out. I don't think I picked a new one. I usually save the new ones for class. They stay in the little containers. Nope, that one's not going to cooperate. I can feel it in there. It's just not coming out. Let's try this one. Seriously, it doesn't jam. This one's cold though. I actually heard the heat turn on in my house. I know, shocker. This is me. Was that the heat? Yep. So I noticed it came on last night, and I'm like, I'm turning that down. I do not need it to be toasty warm. There we go. So, if you're new to stamping or not, you know, all you need is a super thin bead of, I'm just going to show that to you closer, of glue. You do not need to glop it on. It's going to squish out the sides, and then you're not going to be happy, you know? All right, and I know what my borders are, so I know that when this edge, and this edge all look the same, we're pretty well there. Drop it down. Card number 1. I like the colors because it kind of looks kind of masculine. Maybe you'll agree. I don't know. What do you think? You like that one? Give me a like if you like it. Okay, card number 2 already. Can you believe it? Somehow I had this figured out that this was a completely different day. And I'm not sure why. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to keep using that a whole bunch of times. And this. And then we have a sentiment. So we're using different colors this time. And they are Pool Party, Bermuda Bay, Mint Macaron, and Pear Pizzazz. I am not French. Sorry. I wish that didn't stay on. I'm cleaning the stamp. Stampin' Up! Came up with these new cling stamps. This is not one of them. So, there. I just want to make sure it's good and clean. Now, this card's going this way, so let's face it the direction we want. Now, this particular idea is not mine. I changed it up a little bit, but I saw it on the demonstrator planning place, and I thought it was so pretty. I'm like, I have to do that. All right, so first things first. And I'm okay if this comes out super light. Oh, apparently I brought a dog hair with me. Hang on. Yep, I want this. So this is Pool Party, and I'm simply going to, I will hold it down better next time. Off the page a bit. Here. These are pretty random. And I'm not, thankfully the sentiment's going right there because I didn't get a good, it didn't go on as nice. So here's the thing I know, and I don't know why I'm rushing this. Don't rush your stamping. Hold it down. Ta-da. You get a much better, see that image right there? How that didn't come out? Again, happy that that's where the another image is going. So I'd be happy with that. Alrighty. Close that one. The next color, I'm going to go to Pear Pizzazz next. I want to save the darker two for last. Alrighty. Oh, getting a little darker now, as you can see. Good morning. Whoever's out there, say hello. I'm lonely. Actually, the dogs are here. They're downstairs, though. They're trying to keep it nice and quiet. They're trying to keep it quiet. They're trying to be quiet so I can do my video. Isn't that sweet of them? They were very rambunctious this morning. You know, a puppy, of course, and a 5-year-old. So they're just like little kids. You know, they're full of energy. They had a big, long sleep, and now they're like zooming all over the place. Okay, so I could always add more of these. Because I'm using 4 colors, I don't want to go like not so crazy and put a whole ton on and then not be happy. So I can always go back. Okay, so now we're at the Mint Macaron. Okay. And I've done a few of these for samples as well, and none of these look the same. So this is another card that we're doing in, oh, one of the dogs is howling. Interesting. I'm hoping I think he's upstairs. He kind of sounds like a wounded something. All right. Anyway, I got distracted. So easily distracted. I thought he went downstairs, but I don't think he did. Okay. And now to my, I think this is, well, in in the blues, I think this is my favorite at the moment. Because this just adds, this is Bermuda Bay, and it just adds this, wow. And I'm okay to be covering that, because that's, again, where the sentiment's going. This just takes the brightness level up a whole bunch, which I really like. Maybe one more here. All right, and give that a wee clean for now. Okay. Next is, set that aside. Next is this one. Oh, I'm opening it like the new kind. This is older. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did this in the whole party. Okay, now here's a tip. This is a big stamp. If I go like this, I'm not going to get the coverage that I want, so I want to actually see what I'm doing. And it's so much easier just to hold the stamp here. It's stick, 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 stick. And I may be going over a couple extra times, more times than I would normally. This doesn't matter where I stamp it because we're going to cut it out. Woo, so close to the edge. Holy moly. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Exactly. Now, if you compare that to what I did with the leaf, this one here, you can see the difference. I wanted these super light. I got what I wanted. Okay. Using my itsy bitsy little scissors. I don't think I have any other ones close. And I'm not leaving a white edge. I want to go right up. So, and I'm purposely wiggling it a bit just in case. And I want it to look kind of rustic. And like I didn't hand cut it. Kind of following though. I think I won't go into that little groove. That one's a little small. These are not my favorite scissors. I've been doing a lot of paper quilling lately, and my favorite scissors are in the living room because that's where I do my quilling at night. Generally at night when I'm just relaxing, just chilling. Okay, I'm going to notch this though. We're going to take that out. Alrighty. So if I was to do the inside of the card, I would use some of these lighter colors and put those in. I don't know that I'd go dark, but I don't know that. I'm thinking of switching it around because this one has a little spot on it. And since I covered up that we're fine. All right. Okay, so now to our sentiment. I had originally done it in mint macaron on the original, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, I think I like that. Well, I love this color, so this is kind of a no-brainer, you know. It doesn't actually matter if I was to stamp it a little crooked, because I would just put it on the card straight, right? Okay, give that a clean. This is so I don't wear it, you know. Alrighty, we are ready for assembly. Now this card, although still beginner, this would still be considered a beginner card. Yes, I'm inking myself again. I did add a layer to it. So, and you might look at this and go, why would you put those two colors together? It's because you can't really see them. Okay, I don't think I need that anymore, so get that out of the way. All right. So this is already scored. I'm not like some miracle worker that I can, just making sure my edges are straight. Yep. You know, that I can actually do that. I can't. All right, so let's layer up. And let's put it in the right spot. So first, that is so hardly coming out. Now I do teach in class, you can do this. If you can't, if lines aren't working for you, do dots. Dots are fine too. I always give lots of options. And I'm very excited for my Thursday class because I have a brand new stamper coming. Someone who has never put ink to paper. Alrighty. Now, did I decide? Yes, I did. I was switching it up. Now, when I put cardstock to cardstock, I use a little bit more. More than I do on the Whisper White. Not for two reasons. One, because on the Whisper White you can often see the glue, and two, because you don't need it. One sec. well, I switch my fingers around and get this. I'm trying to not totally glue myself. This is a really narrow edge. Now, one thing when I'm doing that is I don't spend too much time holding this particular edge down because the glue's going to stick, right? And that's not really what we're looking for. We don't want it to stick before we're ready. All right, anyway, so we are popping up this little layer. Just a little bit. These were by the fan on my computer, and I've never had warm dimensionals before. I don't think that's the best place to keep them, quite frankly. Ah, oh, got it. Oh, I can't quite cover that little bit up. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. Because you know me, I'm going to go a little bit below center. Not quite done. We are going to add just a little bow, just for a little something. Okay, and I'm a bunny ear bow maker, okay? Like that. Just like tying laces, so I don't actually need to tell you how to do that. But I do make the bow bigger, and then I work it down to the size I want. So I'll keep pulling on this. If I want wee tiny little loops, that's about what I'm looking for. And then snip it on an angle. I like them on an angle. Bit on an angle. And if you want, oh, I should tell you what this is. I'm so bad for that. Braided linen trim. And this is what I like about it. I think you can see that in the light. I really like that. If you wanted to, you could fray these edges and have it look a little more rustic. And it only takes like a bit of fingernail to do so. Oh yes, and one more step. Of course, we have to adhere that. Your glue dots. Here's the roll. If you open this up, there's your glue dot right there. I don't usually tear it past the glue dot. Now, if the glue dot happens to be too big for your bow, then all you do is kind of give it a wee squish and adhere. Ta-da! Alrighty, that's the 2 cards for today. So, what do you think? Do you think my gals at the class are gonna like this? I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, this one is really, this light here is like flashing and carrying on. It needs to be charged. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will see you back next Tuesday for another Tuesday at 10 video. Bye-bye.